Good morning and welcome to Trail Grazers, where we focus on great food on the trail or car trip or whatever adventuring any of us do. I am a little bit disappointed today to report that this video was supposed to be the video of our first winter trip. But several days before we were scheduled to leave, I had a tooth blow up. And I was in intense pain for 4 days, which was over a weekend, of course. And that was followed by a root canal a day and a half ago. So I'm fine now. The pain is all gone. I'm raring to go. But we had to cancel those reservations and we will reschedule. But we have another one scheduled for sometime later this month. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully there will not be any interference. So today I decided to do a follow-up on our kitchen bin because, oh my gosh, there were so many phenomenal suggestions under our video from last week when I first presented our kitchen bin. And I made a list of little things here that I felt were just really wonderful ideas that I wanted to implement. So we're going to unpack this one and then I'm going to repack it with some new stuff. That extra time at home gave me an opportunity to get some things organized. So here are the paper towels, and I'm going to make an adjustment to these, but they will go back in. Here are our garbage bags and our Ziploc bags. I am going to add to these. Our paper plates, several people thought that these paper plates may be too large for some of the microwaves in hotel rooms, and I think they are probably right. So we will be replacing these with smaller ones before we go on the road. Many of you said, ditch the Betco boxes because they take up too much room and they have to be washed. And so, you know what? They're right. So these we're going to ditch entirely. I'm just going to set them aside over here. The plastic silverware stays. The dish towel, somebody said to take 2 dish towels. I'm going to try it with 1. I really do not plan to do a whole lot of dishwashing that requires dish towels. I may be sorry. So once we get back from our first trip, we'll do a follow-up. But so I'm just going to keep this 1. And someone suggested that we keep everything in plastic bags, and I think that is a great idea. So I'm just going to slip this one right into this plastic bag. Salt and pepper, that stays. The Dawn, someone said, and I know they are right, that Dawn is so concentrated that it makes a very concentrated pan of dishwater that you have to rinse and rinse and rinse to get the soap off. So someone else said, even though this is a small bottle, get a travel size bottle and just take a little bit of Dawn because that is all you will need. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. So this is now staying, and this is going in a plastic bag. Someone reminded me that carrying liquids without being enclosed in a plastic bag can be dangerous, and I've had that experience when I used to travel to conferences all over the country, and on more than one occasion I had bottles of stuff leak all over the place. So yes, I learned pretty quickly to just pack liquids into plastic bags, so that is going to stay. Our little dish scrubby is also going in a plastic bag. Someone made the comment that you'll want a plastic bag for that because what if you have to pack up and go and it is still wet? That was a great point. So this is now in its own plastic bag as well. So here's a can opener. This stays. And this is my Stearamine. And my Stearamine is, I take Stearamine everywhere. We have it in our trailer. We have it here in the kitchen. I have it in the laundry room. No, it's going to have to take a gallon bag. And it is made from tablets. so I can easily pop some tablets in here in case I run out. It costs about 4 cents a quart for this Stearamine. And for those of you that have not yet heard me talk about Stearamine, from my perspective, Stearamine is the best kitchen disinfectant there is. Better than vinegar, better than Clorox, better than a whole lot of things. It is used in the food industry, in restaurants, to wash countertops and tables and pots and pans and dishes. It's food safe, and it kills things on contact. And then when the spray dries, it continues to kill whatever germs that might be on that surface. But it won't transfer to your food or anything else. So Stearamine is a wonderful disinfectant. So several of you suggested vinegar, and I opt for this Stearamine, so it will stay with us. And then one person was especially frustrated by our taking these insulated paper cups, but we're going to keep these anyway. The suggestion was to replace them with some collapsible silicone cups. That's just one more thing that we would need to wash. These are toss, and that is what our preference is. Okay, so now let's start putting things back in. So, in place of the bent go boxes, many of you suggested the little takeout things. Jim and I don't do a lot of restaurant eating or takeout eating, and I felt a little bit why didn't I think of that kind of thing when someone suggested these little foil containers? These are perfect. Look how perfectly they fit in our oven. And so I'll be taking 4 with us, but also some of our food will be prepackaged in these, so I can just pop them in. But when food, they'll sink down to the bottom. And so they just fit. They're wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So thank you for that suggestion. So here are the lids. The lids have a foil side and a cardboard side. So here are the cups. Here are the foil bags, the foil containers. Stearamine going in, salt and pepper going in, silverware going in, scrubby, here is the Dawn liquid soap. Okay, now I'm going to have to make some adjustments here. For the paper towels, someone suggested pulling out the interior tube, which I have never done before. I wonder how you do this easily. I'll go ahead off camera and unroll these and get to the end, and we'll come right back. And they were stuck to the tube, so I had to do this. And then I can just fold these in half, squash them down just a little bit, and stick them right in a baggie, and takes up a little bit less space. Now, for some of the things that were suggested, flattened paper towels, 2 dish towels, foil pans, dishwashing wipes. Oh, someone let me know that there is now such a thing as wipes specifically for dishwashing. So here they are. And they're, if I remember right, they're about, oh gosh, I can't remember. I'm gonna blow it if I try to remember. But I'm going to try these out and see how they are, because I truly do not want to wash dishes. But maybe I won't be able to get away from it. So if I just have a few little things, I can use these. And they are, I'll open one right now to show you. I've tried them out here at home, and they seem to work fine. So I imagine all that I would have is just maybe some serving spoons, or I don't know, something here I have. So someone suggested that I have a serving spoon, something that I can do a little bit of cooking with. And so this just wipes so easily. It's nice and moist without being drippy. And so there is my serving spoon all nice and clean, and it can just go right down there. I will put this and this in a baggie as well. So those can fit nicely in this little corner. Then someone suggested a bottle brush, and I thought, well, what would I ever need a bottle brush for? And then I realized that we might be taking warm soup, and especially on the first day as we travel in the wintertime, warm soup in these small little thermoses. This one is mine and this one is Jim's, and these, both of them have a little spoon that goes along with it. Jim's is a little bit larger than mine. He eats more than I do, but this would be a perfect thing to use those wipes on.
Okay.
On the silverware, and then a little brush to clean out the inside. Several people were concerned. That's going to have to go sideways. I'll put it in later. Several people were concerned, and I won't pack these in our kitchen bin. They would go in a different bin, or in our refrigerator, or in a food box or something, because these would be traveling with us with soup in them already. So those won't go in here, but I have to prepare to clean them. Several people were concerned about my emptying out this bin and using it for washing dishes. And you know, as I thought about it, I believe that they are right. And so I found a little silicone collapsible bowl. It is not very big, but that's perfect. It is 2 quarts. I guess it goes this way. Yes. So here is my new little dishwashing bowl, which would be plenty to wash these thermoses out, or a little bit of silverware or whatever. And it collapses down flat, which makes it really, really nice. And then I store it in a plastic bag. I have to get better. I've not used collapsible silicone before, so. And then I also have a packet of about 10 of those dishwashing wipes also in this bag. So that would go there. And then, great suggestion by several people to take a small cutting board and a knife. So I have a little tiny paring tomato knife in here, and then a knife with a blade that is about this long. It did not have a sheath, so I made one out of paper towels and just taped it together. And it also, these 2 things are now in this gallon bag, and they would go right here, along with my brush right here. And this brush has a little tiny brush as well, so I just poked it right in the plastic thing. Also, a great suggestion were a couple of pot holders, and I didn't even think about that, but I think that these would be very, very handy to have. So here are these. I have put these dishwashing wipes in our Amazon store. They are under the, I think, camping and road trip section. Here is the package of the foil pans that I got. I got these, they're about 31 cents a piece. That was cheaper than what I found in the dollar store. So these are also in our Amazon store. Someone suggested to take a roll of foil, which I thought was really a great idea. This one is a great big 250 square foot roll of Reynolds wrap, and it only fits this way. I will be looking for, I know that they come shorter. I've had rolls of foil that are about this long. I'm going to look for some of those, and not quite so much. So I will be replacing this, but I will be traveling with foil, which I think is really a great idea. So here are the garbage bags and the baggies are here. Paper plates, dish towel. So the only thing I will have to add to this is just foil. However, I'm going to figure out how to do that. I feel so much better prepared. We will try this out on our next trip, which is coming up in just a little while, but sometime before the end of January. And at least I think, unless something else goes wrong. And so after we have tried this out, we'll have a better idea. And once again, I don't plan to do any cooking. All we're going to be doing is warming up. The foods will be pre-cooked. The foods that we will be eating in either on the road or in our hotel room will already be cooked. They will just need to be warmed up one way or another. Now, several people said that they travel with a hot plate, they travel with their own coffee maker. Someone suggested we could do hot dogs in the coffee maker in the room, which I will not do. I just won't do that. I won't use the hotel appliances for things other than what they are intended for. But Jim and I have a little electric plug-in water container, water pitcher that heats water for anything. And it's in our trailer, and we're snowed in with our trailer right now, so I couldn't go get it this morning to show you. But instead of, we're not coffee drinkers, but I do like hot water for hot chocolate, as I have said before, and also to reconstitute freeze-dried foods. And so we will have kind of an equipment bin that is separate from this kitchen bin, and these might go in that equipment bin along with that little, it's a tea kettle, that's what it is. It's an electric tea kettle. It holds 2 quarts, which is great, and it just heats up boiling water wonderfully in about a minute and a half. It's boiling, so it works just great. So this is our new and improved version of our kitchen box. I can't wait to try it out. I just can't wait. So in the next 2 or 3 weeks, we will be bringing you the results of our first trip, and we'll be taking you along with us. And our trips are a surprise about where we're going, so you'll find out when you open up the video, when you read the title of the video. So thanks so much for your comments. If this project is of interest to you, it is well worth your time to read the comments under last week's video, and all of the suggestions, which were marvelous. So I just got so many great ideas, and I appreciate your participation so very much. We truly are a learning community. We have what is called in the literature, in the research literature, distributed expertise. There's a whole body of literature on distributed expertise, which means that you bring people together, any kind of a group of people, and you have expertise that is distributed throughout the entire group. And in our case, it's with all of you. Some of you have expertise in one area, others in another, and others in another. We have some expertise. And together, when we talk about it and help each other out and share our expertise, that is what a learning community is. And we've got a great one going here. So thank you for being a part of it. Tell your friends about us, and let's have more participation with great suggestions and comments in the videos. So thank you so much, and we'll see you out there on the trail or on the road very soon.